Okay, we're here again. 5 years for the European Association of Erasmus Coordinators, and we thought the management board has decided to celebrate it a little bit. I think it's needless to go through the general aims of the association. You can also find it on the website, but the ERACON conference satisfies, if you can read the aims, multiple purpose of the aims of the association. So I will move to the history of the association. And here you can see that in June of 2004, there was an international conference on experience of Socrates. At that time it was Socrates, Erasmus Coordinators, What's Up Among Us, which was organized by the Academy of Humanities and Economics in Lodz, Poland, where there was a small fair for exchange of information, just about 10 tables. During a coffee break, we were talking about the type of the participants and discovered that some were collaborating under Erasmus exchange program for some time, but actually they never had the chance to meet and discuss their cooperation. These were Erasmus coordinators, of course, of different universities. So there was Elżbieta Jung, who is here with us today, of course, as the local organizer, and me and some of the today's members of the management board. And we said, well, let's make an association of Erasmus coordinators. We had the first meeting there where we decided to collect 21 signatures for forming the association, but of course we managed to collect more. Elżbieta registration in Cyprus. At the same time, we decided to begin the Erasmus conference with acronym ERACON for Erasmus Conference, and to call the fair Let's Go Exchange, Go Exchange Education Fair. So in June of 2005, we had the first official ERACON in Cyprus and the first elections for the European Association of Erasmus Coordinators, EAEC. The size of that conference was about 160 participants. In May of 2006, we organized ERACON in Bolu, Turkey, with some 200 participants. And there, of course, we had our first participation of the European Commission. In 2007, in May of 2007, we organized the ERACON in Vilnius, Lithuania, with the participation of about 250 participants. In May of 2008, ERACON took place in Lisbon, Portugal, with a little bit more than 300 participants. And in this year, we also founded the Erasmus Poster Design Competition with great success, and we will continue it this year, of course. And in this year, we also had a very active participation in the EAIE conference, the European Association of International Education. And putting all together by the year 2009, what we have done in the last 5 years, we organized 5 ERACON conferences, starting with 20 presentations and growing to 60 presentations with some 400 participants in 2009. We organized 5 exchange fairs, growing to more than 100 exhibitors, published newsletters and leaflets, established and managed 2 websites, participated in European funded projects, secured an office for the association, developed databases for supporting the Erasmus exchange programs for students, teachers, staff of higher education institutions, and staff of enterprises, cooperated closely with the Erasmus unit of the European Commission, cooperated with networks and associations such as UNICA, EUE, EAIE, the European Medical Association, and the European Office of Cyprus, ran survey studies for the Erasmus coordinators in cooperation with the Erasmus unit in Brussels, which was presented last year in EAIE, representation in different meetings, conferences, and fairs, organize Erasmus-related workshops and at conferences such as the EIE, membership of more than 100 institutions and individuals. Our management board, more or less the last 5 years, was what you see, my friend Winrich Rehbold as a vice president from University of Applied Sciences in Germany, Afonso Carlos from Portuguese Higher Education and Education, Yolanda Prediene from Vilnius College of Higher Education in Lithuania, Dogan Zeki from Anadolu University, Turkey, Olga Stauska from Politechnika Częstochowska in Poland, and these are the 6 elected management board, members of the management board. And of course, in order for the association to operate smoothly, and because it is registered in Cyprus, according to the statute, we always have 3 appointed executive members from Cyprus. This is Ms. Rula Kirilou, who is the executive vice president from the LLP National Agency, Ms. Augustidou, executive secretary from the University of Cyprus, and Elena Michael, who has left us 2-3 months ago. She went to America, who was the executive treasurer, and her place was decided yesterday to be taken by Ms. Emma Zeniu from the University of Cyprus. The EAEC thanks all of you for making this possible, and we promise that we will do more to support your work as Erasmus coordinators, as well as the goals of the Erasmus unit of the European Commission. We will exist as long as Erasmus program exists. Actually, the other night we were discussing this and said, what if Erasmus discontinues someday? What are we going to do? And we came up with a solution in that case, but we don't believe it would discontinue. We said we can continue ERACON because ERA can then be used for European research area. Of course, we have to thank those who really helped us and contributed to this realization of this association. And the management board decided to create what we call the EAEC Award. And this, of course, we would like to go to Professor Elżbieta Jung, the Vice Dean of Research and the Faculty of Philosophy and History, today with the University of Lund, for her contribution in the founding of the European Association of Erasmus Coordinators. And I would like the management board to come on board, please. And please, we decided to give a plaque to Ms. Elżbieta Jung. Please.
I must say that I am extremely surprised and really grateful to my colleagues with whom I have a very wonderful collaboration from the beginning of the association. And of course we have challenges like the statutes and everything else, what was mentioned by Gregoris, but we also quarreled a lot about, for example, the colors of our logo. I don't know if you remember that. And the other small things which are also important. that were challenges for us at that time. Now the association has much more important challenges, and I am very, very happy that I took part in this event. Thank you so very much, all of you.